Alright, and we're back again. With me is...
God of War's going pretty good. All in all, not too bad. Hey, you're wearing Altair's robes.
I've heard it's pretty good. So, Altair's robes are, of course, a staple in the series, having, I think, only missed Assassin's Creed 3, I think, is the only one it didn't show up in.
Yeah, I don't remember Connor getting it, but then again... I don't remember... Well, Connor didn't have a lot of special outfits in 3 anyway.
That is true, yes. But it was in Syndicate, or it was in Unity. Pretty sure it was in Syndicate.
I don't... Syndicate...
ليش Eowakan Motlak Belkulun Mumkin. The wisdom of our creed is revealed through these words. We work in the dark to serve the light. We are assassins. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
I'm actually...
Yeah. Oh yeah, they all get recruited at the same time.
Yeah. You only have to see the ceremony.
Or I'm sorry, it's Assassino rank. Master Assassin is in Revelations.
Right. Well, Master is if you put them ahead of a den, I think.
Yes. But as assassins, I do believe they are unkillable. If they take enough damage or they fail a mission, then they just are unavailable for some time.
Yeah. So, because you got so many friggin' assassins, there are some bonuses.
Like checking out our little armor here. It's not quite finished, but we own a good chunk of the weapons in this game.
Yeah, let's go get the good one.
And I'll tell you, your sword is best in the game.
Again. Last time they would make it the best in the game, hands down, but it's pretty good.
It's technically the third game in which Altair's sword is the best, because the second sword you got in the first game, that was Altair's sword.
I think
exact same model and everything.
Yeah, Maria's dagger is about the second best dagger in the game.
It does not have unique kill animations, which is a big minus.
Everybody's doing well.
Yeah, I'm actually a responsible master assassin for these people. Finally.
Yes. And
remember when I got a whole bunch of them killed? I got
yeah,
like,
yeah. Now that probably will never happen.
Killed in
yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah. And now Master Assassin can basically do like a 5-star mission, basically single-handed.
Yeah.
Or a regular assassin. It does not take a whole lot.
But as I said, we need to level up these last two jokers. So
yeah.
They gotta share a little bit. Not that they ever need more experience, but still.
No. It's best to just get the full complemento dudes.
Yeah, because it looks so much nicer. You've got to want to do it for yourself, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Excellent.
And Cologne I don't think Cologne was in the base game, the original game, was it?
No, I'm pretty sure they didn't really add anything here. The only weird one would have been Rhodes, because Rhodes is the one that you had to get through the side, whatever the fuck it was, the Facebook game or whatever.
No, that was Revelations.
Yeah, but that was in Revelations. No, they didn't add anything here. Cologne was pretty sure Cologne.
No, I don't remember Cologne at all in the base game. But all right, it has been a while since I played the PS3 version of this game.
Yeah.
Hell, it's been a while since I played this game.
Yeah. Well,
but as I said, I do have to record maybe about 20 minutes worth of video that got corrupted.
Listen, you have to...
It's always really fun when you're into a recording session and then you look back at the recording and you find out it's actually not going very well.
Yep, and there we go. There's the Assassin's Crest that you got.
It's very nice looking.
I think it's because you finished all the assassins.
I don't know if you have to complete all the challenges.
I think the crest was all. Yeah, I think the crest was all the challenges.
I mean, it says all the challenges, but I don't think that's quite right. I don't know. I'd have to check the challenges list. I remember something weird being about it, but that's not important right now. What's important is that we got all 4 of them.
Yes. And Rome
And you can see we still have some courtesan missions to do. We will be doing some of them in this video.
And you're almost done completely renovating Rome, too.
That is true. We've only got just a little bit of Centro left.
Yep.
You do get a pretty swanky cape after you renovate all of Rome. And yep, I think this is the last one.
Yeah, you have to do the... I like the...
I'm going in the opposite direction for some reason.
No, it's because this building's like really a pain in the ass to... Some of the faction buildings can be kind of a pain to find.
Well, see, if we put thieves here, that would be way too conspicuous, and if we put mercenaries here, they'd get drunk and start a lot of trouble.
Yes.
So I'm only thinking of the citizens of Rome here.
So you're going to put more...
Oh, this is the very last thing to buy. I'm going to buy in the game.
Fair enough. It's I think it's the most expensive one of them.
Probably, yes.
Pantheon. Nothing really happens to the Pantheon. It's still a pain in the ass to get up to the top of it, but hey, you're done.
Yep, Centro District renovations.
Yay. And now you get the Auditory family cape, which unlike the previous game, doesn't make everybody fucking hate you.
Well, you gotta wear your colors.
Oh, God.
Actually, I was thinking it was the Borgia cape you got from doing all the renovations, but it might be the feathers this time around.
I can't remember which is which. It's something like that, yeah.
So I don't particularly know. Maybe I just thought this was funny. Which, to be fair, it is. Just riding around slashing these guys.
And now, a fun thing that has happened off camera that you haven't bothered to really mention about it. Now that you have definitely done all the renovations, you have bought all the stables. And if you buy all the stables, there actually is a bonus perk to it. A armored horse will spawn at every location now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I did not notice that. Oh, you know, I think I did run around and see every time I passed by a stable there'd be an armored horse there, and I never really could understand why.
Yeah, it's because now it's the reason, of course, would be that. Oh God, thank you for just this random wanton violence for no real good reason.
But hey, at least I haven't killed a civilian. That's something.
No,
I think these civilians. Oh, well, I killed one there, but he was asking for it.
There we go.
You know, if you see a guy riding around on a horse stabbing folks, do you really want to run towards him?
Oh God. But what I was gonna say.
Why am I guess I just thought this was funny.
Yeah. I was gonna say because for the other locations in the game, the stores, the blacksmith, the art dealers, your tailors, unlocking them will give you a discount. It's like 5, 10, or 15%.
Someone finally gets the bright idea. Just take the guy off the horse. Actually, you know, I think there might be a challenge associated with killing people from horseback. That might be why I'm doing it.
It could be. But I always thought it was killing dudes who were whatever. You had to kill dudes on horseback.
Well, yeah, that's what I was... The definition of when on horseback is kind of weird in this game.
Yeah. And there's your full-fledged assassins who are just going to rip and tear shit to
They're
shreds.
pretty much unstoppable.
Yeah.
There is one mission late in the game that can be...
Ezio, I will lead you to 3 ambassadors. They are here to meet with the Pope, but will answer to God much sooner than they expect. Allow me to lure them out before you strike.
Costume. In the very first CGI trailer for Assassin's Creed, Altair had a crossbow on his back that was not present in the final game, but here we are.
Yeah.
His honorable surrender makes meeting his demand equally honorable. Campo dei Fiori tomorrow at the usual time.
I'm not even sure crossbows that could like punch through armor were even a third crusade kind of thing.
I don't really know, unfortunately.
I think they were available.
Not really I'm not really sure myself.
I don't know. I just heard a lot about how Saladin was riding to meet Richard III.
Yeah.
So I don't know about the state of projectile technology aside from,
You probably could just kill him from the blind, but we're just
Richard has taken Jaffa or whatever.
yeah.
Seriously, those preacher guys in the first game, they had like 3 lines total. Every single one of them would say constantly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and
It's
that
not like this
woman
game's
there,
much better at sometimes.
that woman there looks a lot like the Madonna, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's the same model. Or very slightly different. Let's see, this is how a real assassin operates.
Awkwardly.
A little awkwardly. It would have been classier to kill him while he was inside, so his body would remain undiscovered. But it was still a pretty stealthy kill.
Or just shooting with a poison dart from the rooftop.
I'm not leaping from the rooftops like a maniac or something. Fortunately, this guy's kind of in my way. But, I should not have done that.
No, you shouldn't have.
I didn't know that third guy was there.
There were.
Can you blame me?
There was a third guy, there was a fourth guy, and there was a fifth guy.
I was just getting... Well, the whole thing is, because that guy died in the doorway, there was very little chance those guys were going to move out of the way in the next, 5 minutes. And yeah, it's just... This mission is largely just following this woman as she meets with a bunch of people.
If he won't go, I will. No, I will take care of this.
And in Assassin's Creed games, you always got to make sure never to interrupt NPC conversations.
Right. Oh, hey, he's coming really close.
I mean, see, that was alright, but I kind of blew the whole stealth aspect when, those guys got up really surprised. I think there's one... Oh yeah, that's why I couldn't get him from the hiding spot. I had to get a ledge kill.
Fair enough. That's the only really good ledge grabby one. That is totally understandable.
Unless you somehow really managed to get the AI to be strange and had one of your targets somehow end up on a rooftop, which I don't think is possible.
I think you have to go back to talk to your mother for more courtesan missions.
There's a lot.
There are 10.
Which seemed like a lot. I mean, it's not quite Lorenzo de Medici's assassinate half of Italy in the second game, but there's a lot of missions, courtesan missions in this game.
Yeah, just a tad bit. And everybody's almost up to full levels.
And yeah, we recruited that blonde woman last video, and she's already at level 8.
Yep.
And remember, I'm not playing at this point in the game. I'm not playing that much, looking for the stupid Borgia flags, because I already know where pretty much all of them are.
Yep. And yeah, most of them anyway. And you don't even have to bother sending a high-level guy. They're high enough where they'll basically do it themselves.
It really is awesome. See, I'm just one... Ezio's just one man. He can't do everything for these people.
Yeah. Plus, you now have enough of, dudes where you can kind of just, keep an entire stack of dudes around just so you can do, stuff and not have to worry about losing everybody. Losing your ability to do, arrow strikes or, call in fights, but...
Right. You know, I think we're at a point in our development where we could handle basically anything in the game by ourselves.
Pretty much. Unless there's the
Now,
tank.
I would kill for a proper Assassin's Creed set in like Mughal, India or something. That would be really cool, I think.
Yeah, wasn't I was gonna say, wasn't the Chronicles game set in India?
Yeah, there was
but that's on
one of the...
Whoa!
Well-
Drop, pop out.
Ezio, this is Egidio Trocche.
We have met.
I have gone from the banker's debt into yours, and I'm very thankful for it. You know, I have not seen the inside of a tavern for months. The opportunity to change things here trumps a drink any day.
The senator was just telling me of the inner workings of Cesare's court.
Maria informs me that you eliminated the foreign ambassadors, but you must stop any message of your act from reaching Cesare. The members of the court guilty of meeting with the ambassadors should also be waylaid, if you know what I mean. Most importantly, the great agitator Prospero Colonna has been captured. If you free him, it will mean a great blow to the Borgia.
It shall be done, my friend.
Yep, which means just a few more corridor missions and we're done with this faction. Unfortunately, we still have the thieves.
Yeah.
And several mercenary missions, which double as the assassination contracts.
Yeah.
But that's alright. None of those missions take too long.
No. I do like the theme missions a lot, at least.
Yeah.
Comparatively speaking. I don't think there's a, hey, it's Leonardo.
Yeah, this is a unique conversation, but do not count on Ezio and Leonardo talking about plot development. I think this is the only one.
Good advice.
Man, I really wish we could see his left hand.
Yeah. Well, you get the lip, at least. Well, you already have everything gone.
I will return shortly.
Well, sometimes you just need to take a little break.
Yeah. I don't even know how you can even unequip or re-equip it.
Yeah, that's weird that it has that.
Maybe there's it's left over from some earlier portion of
Just a
development.
small sting, and my enemies will fall.
Nobody bothers really ever get rid of it because it doesn't.
Doesn't.
Or they remind you what the hell it does. I don't know.
Yeah.
I cannot think of anything else to
I
make.
cannot think of anything else to make. So, yeah, the only reason we got that menu last time was because there was a unique conversation attached to it. And sorry to say, that is the last we'll ever hear of Leonardo in the Ezio game.
Ezio, Cesare has captured the great Condottieri. Once freed, these men will cause significant trouble for the Borgia and their allies. They will be transferred soon under guard, but I suspect that will not be a problem for you.
Yeah, I still need to edit together the videos for the DLC. But the good thing about the armored horse is that it can't be knocked down at all, I think. On the other hand, it doesn't move as fast, so you can't go absolutely everywhere on the map with it.
Yeah, I think you can't go to some of the...
Like that one Borgia flag that's over the bridge in Antico, you can't get over there with the armored horse.
Now, this would be a good time to have all your dudes around, but...
Well, where's the fun in that?
This is a fun fight.
Oh yeah, and that one dude has iframes while he's grabbing onto something, because you could see that guy on the left was clearly swinging around, but it was going right through I don't know what the game calls them. Concerned citizens or something.
Concerned citizens, rebels, yeah.
Something like that.
You are not free yet. Prepare yourself.
And yeah, this is a fun mission. Just a whole lot of killing.
Yep. And now you...
Well, the dick on the horse knocks his buddies down.
Then he knocks you over, and now we have a bunch of dudes coming in and fighting. This is when having a full team of assassins is fun.
Yes.
Because they will stick around and they will kill everybody and they will help you kill everybody.
They're actually pretty good at it.
Yes.
They're the one time friendly AI in the series is actually pretty good.
Well, it's really good because they outstat everybody like crazy.
Yes.
And so it doesn't matter if they fuck up a little bit. All they really need is one good hit, and somebody's mostly that. Like, I mean, look, let's watch this captain fight. I mean, okay, it didn't go great. But
Well, it's kind of
Charlie
awkward with
Cousins
the
are
horse
toughest
there.
dudes, and he's almost dead. Anyway.
Yes. Yeah, they killed him.
You can-
I remember the friendly AI in Syndicate was pretty good, as I recall.
Yeah, I always love the friendly ants because they just kind of like come running, kind of just driving on a giant card, and then
That guy is totally boned.
see, at least at this point, at least the
Hey, that one recruit kneed me in the groin. That wasn't very
no, it
nice.
wasn't. Oh god, this is just fun, just chaos. The very good thing is like the last couple.
There must be some way we can repay your kindness.
Continue the fight against the Borgia.
That we will. Addio, amico mio. Addio.
Actually, I was gonna say I don't know if I had told you this before, but I was watching an episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable, and there's a character in the show that's an Italian chef. There's an entire
Ezio, news of our work has reached the Pope. Cesare suspects his allegiances are slipping. He will fill the city with troops. Take the Pope's letter from the courier without his knowledge. Bring it to me, and I will prepare a forgery. We'll make sure Cesare receives his report.
subtitles. They didn't get that pasta puttanesca is kind of like the real way that you would say it in English.
Uh-oh.
And when it comes up on the subtitles, it's literally pasta whore style. And it took me forever. I'm like, pasta whore style. Why would you say this? And then I started to think, and I'm like, but pasta. It's like, but that's pasta puttanesca. And I'm like, oh god, that's right. Putta means whore in Italian. And it's like, thank you, Assassin's Creed 2. Thank you, Ubisoft, for reminding me of this fact.
Replace the letter before the courier realizes he has lost it. Cesare will be delighted to know all is well involved.
Oh, this is a fun mission. It's a reverse It's a pickpocketing and reverse pickpocketing mission. One.
It's the one time Borgia couriers won't run away from crazy like you.
No.
From you.
For some reason. God, no. I just laughed out, and I mean, it's like JoJo translation sometimes can be kind of weird, but it's also weird generally because like the guy named the bajillion things after real people or rock and roll bands, and to avoid lawsuits, they change things every once in a while. Like, well, it depends, but like there's a character named Steely Dan. Well, what's his name in the game? In some of these places. Well, it's Dan of Steel.
I don't think that really works for the record.
No, it works perfect. It works perfect. You have no idea how much it works.
Ezio, the Borgia grow uncertain as your attacks continue. The Pope's spies move throughout the city. Fortunately, Machiavelli has uncovered their names.
Grazie.
There's
Works for me.
There's a there's two brothers who are named Oingo and Boingo. The Oingo Boingo brothers. They're renamed like gonna get it wrong. It's like Zatoya Manata or something like that. It's a police album.
Ah.
And the best part is that there's at least one point in the series where they cut up to a close-up of one of the kids has a little book that has their names on it. It's like the Oingo Boingo Adventures, the Adventures of Oingo Boingo. And so it just says the Adventures of Oingo Boingo on it, and then the subtitle reads, it says the Adventures of Zenyatta Manana. And I know I got that wrong. I know I got it wrong because I prefer to just call them Oingo Boingo, but
Oingo Boingo is a good name. Also, I mean, technically speaking, any recruit can handle any assignment at any level.
Well,
if you're being really annoyingly exact about it, you could have a recruit do a starred 5-star mission.
I could, but they probably would die.
That is a thing that could happen.
They would more than likely die.
Yes.
So,
I mean, there's not really any point to doing assassin missions at this stage in the game, but even so, you want to have a full cadre of
if you want your 100% ranking.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I don't think that qualifies for 100%.
Can't remember. I mean, yes and no. It kind of does, and because I don't think it would count towards 100.
The senator and I have uncovered the planned meeting place of the Borgia and the foreign ambassadors. You have killed the ambassadors. Now those who plotted with them must be stopped. I can show you where, but I leave the rest to you. We must ride.
The missions and the assassination contracts, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Ooh, this mission. So basically, like the last three, as I was getting at earlier, the last three Courtesan missions are nothing like the previous 7, which is a fucking welcome difference. It's kind of like, just let's go do random stuff around town and just finish mopping everything up.
I mean, it is kind of weird that you have to talk to the faction leaders to make more missions fun, but it kind of works because they give you an update on like what you're doing to the Borgia. And
it's
having more story and characterization is always a good thing.
It would be like if I mean, if you wanted to progress story like that, I mean, there isn't like a good way to kind of do it. Maybe like do a mission afterwards, or you could go the Far Cry 5 route and have somebody just like shoot you with their trank gun when you're fucking piloting a fucking helicopter, and then you get captured.
Boy, that last guy I killed, he was happy.
Grazie, Ezio. I will return to the Rose in Fiore. The others will know of your bravery.
So there's another video I do in the Altair outfit. I'm pretty sure it's the next one, but the first video I used the Altair costume, not the video I was thinking of, but that's the last Courtesan mission.
Yay.
Factions missions are all done.
And what does it give you? Nothing. Courtesan mission.
Nothing else.
Courtesan missions do not actually have like a reward for completing all of them. They just exist. And now you're. And now your thief challenges are done. And now you got level 50 despite the. Can't remember where that stands, his little short sword. And you just killed. Congratulations.
I felt pretty proud of that. He was a corrupt official, or so I am assured.
Yes. How do we know that? Because the analyst told us.
Yes. See, I ever since 2, I thought it was kind of weird that they were titled that, because to make those guys spawn, you need to kill a lot of people or just generally cause a lot of mayhem.
Well,
so,
it's a...
You know, if these guys are ratting on you, they're not very corrupt, I think, since you're doing some pretty bad shit.
No. Basically, what you're doing in order to get rid of the notoriety is you're making people love you because you killed the corrupt people.
Oh, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah. What are you even doing? Was this a mission? There's a target on the screen thing, and we never took a contract, I don't think. Oh, no, whatever. that stuff.
And yeah, anytime these big brawls, calling in a couple assassin recruits, the game's pretty much over.
Yeah, especially when they're...
They will make very short work of even large crowds of enemies.
Yeah, especially now that they have smoke bombs and everything.
Also, that I think one of those targets I killed just disappeared, because there was a guy I killed over in the bushes and I didn't see a body.
Yeah. Sometimes, sometimes it kind of just gets a bit weird with the body spawn.
Animus glitches.
Okay, more assassination contract bullshit. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, like the, alright.
This is a pretty tough, bonus objective.
Yeah.
Although can you appreciate this expert parkour there? I was just bobbing and weaving, that was perfect. Anyway, there's a whole crowd of guys, they're watching each other. It's pretty hard to kill them all to prevent them from calling reinforcements. I mean, it's pretty easy to kill all. If you're not using arrow strikes, this can be a kind of a tricky one.
Unfortunately, you don't have all the. Or we're going to go to.
Like I feel there has to be a better way to do this, but whatever. This was like the 5th or 6th time I attempted this.
This is when you say, "Fuck it, I'm going to be cheap."
Yes.
And to be fair, this is perfectly reasonable to be cheap. This is the best possible way about doing this.
I think it's those swift guys who call reinforcements. I don't think the heavies do, but do not quote me on that.
Well, that'll do. And now you could just call the Aerostorm and just kill everybody.
Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the swift guys. Always kind of trips me up, but that's alright. Game's over. These guys got wrecked. In retrospect, I do not know why it took me so long, but I do remember this one taking a while. But there we go. I think that's the last of the assassination.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and then they give you nothing again. Because that sucks. Alright. Alright, stopping recording.